must win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Camp Randall Stadium, home to the Wisconsin Badgers. As we'll see, the number 23 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Wisconsin Badgers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Buckeyes will boot it away to start the game. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Badgers offense will get the ball first. Makes the quick grab. Still running at the 40. There he goes to the left. Touchdown, Badger. All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
Man, you want to make a statement early in a game. Your first offensive possession, you go 75 yards for the touchdown. Their opponent right now is literally in shock and awe. They're in disbelief. They don't even know what hit them.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Ohio State's offense will go to work for the first time today. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
Quickly out to the tight end. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Leaves it with the running back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Yeah, and there you go again. Ohio State bringing the ground game. They typically do that, Reese. That's pretty normal for them.
They've built their entire program around it. Archie Griffin, 2-time Heisman Trophy winner. You go back to Hopalong Cassidy. I mean, the Buckeyes love to run the ball no matter how many times they spin the magic beat.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
The Buckeyes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Under fire. They'll run the screen. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
Got it in the middle. It's Morris. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards in this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Might be calling a hot route. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Skips away from pressure. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Tune in to the Ocho. 8th play of the drive coming up. Rides the back on the option to give. They're just trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup. Listen to this place. Oh, man, they love their Badgers. 3rd down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Wolf. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. And the Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Fires to the tight end. He'll go out of bounds, and he steps out right at the 8-yard line, and this offense is in business. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Buckeyes are threatening on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Trying to find the end zone. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Wants to go up top. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Ohio State. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Setting up for the extra point and the top. And he made the extra point without problem. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Thomas.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Fires to the big fella. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Badgers look to keep this drive humming. The pull and throw off the RPO. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Looking for a crease, it's Thomas. All the way down to the 25-yard line, they move the sticks and first down.
It's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. We've seen some nice plays throwing it. How about that one, running it too? Great push up front.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Motion from the back. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Caught behind the line. It's Thomas. No more room to run as this defense rises up on third down, and now it's fourth down from the 22. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. Just drives it between the uprights. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Mountain West. Colorado State is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Air Force. The Mountain West likes to keep things interesting, and we'll circle back if anything big happens. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
Looking downfield on first down. Using the quick game. There he goes. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
The Buckeyes have it in scoring position on first and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And this QB's starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. no idea what he could have been thinking to try to return that one, and they stop him at the 7. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. Neither team's wasted time putting points on the board. They've got it back, down 14-10. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
They'll snap him from the 25 here on first down. From the gun, the running back has it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Well, after not getting a thing done on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Oh, lack of concentration that time by the receiver. If he catches it, it's going to be a first down. You just have to look that ball in. Do what you do every single day in practice. In your sleep, that's a bad break for the offense early.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. The Badgers will line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. He'll do it himself. Oh, he's got some space. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away. Got the running back on the ground immediately.
Listen to this place. Oh, man, do they love their Badgers. 3rd down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the Buckeyes decide to punt it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Finds him in by himself. And he was off to the races, finally tipped up at the 36.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Wisconsin! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Shakes off the defender.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Fires left. Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be 3rd down.
Oh, it's always frustrating as a quarterback when you put on the money and the guy drops it. But you know what you got to do? You got to build his confidence. Buddy, I'm coming back to you later. Just get your mind right. Get ready, because I know you can make that catch.
Got it in the middle. It's Wolf. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Yeah, and I think those quarterback sneaks used to be for the big, strapping quarterbacks. But, man, nowadays, dude, all you got to do is fall forward, and it's such a hard play to stop. So you see this all across all levels of football, and it's just a difficult play to stop.
The Buckeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Wolf. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
It's nice when a QB can get outside the pocket and break down a defense and take off, but I thought the defense did a really good job of seeing it, understanding where he was going, kind of mirroring him towards the sideline as he rolled out to the right. Didn't give him any space to run the football, covering the pass deep. Really nice defense on that play.
Finds a soft spot in the middle. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you. Right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Got his man downfield. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Unloads to the right. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
And those are tough passes. When you start throwing those balls towards the sidelines, it's a longer throw for the quarterback to make, and I think that's when you see the majority of the misses for guys, the majority of the overthrows and a little bit of inaccuracy start to show itself.
How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
These guys aren't human aid. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder, but the snapping the football, everybody being on time, man, this crowd really affecting the football.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Bringing it back. The 30. He's at the 10. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position. How about this for starting field position? 1st and goal from the 2. They'll try to get it in with the run. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
They'll move the wide receiver. Wide out, time to get in. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Badger!
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
And you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a Cardinals sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board. But you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And he's got it inside the 35. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. That last play changed everything on this possession. They've got it 1st and 10 inside the 30. Leaves it with the back. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. And the Buckeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The play action fake. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. This crowd knows when to bring it. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Caught close to the marker, it's Morris. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. The give to the back. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
Returner will field it and try to get some field position. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the 1st half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Here on 3rd down for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. Found the spot in the defense. But I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. And the Badgers will snap it on 1st and 10. End off from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to throw. Time running short in the half. Quickly to the tight end. They could have used a little bit more there. Picked up a 3. It's 3rd and 7.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. The Badgers will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. To the air on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Ward. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he is sacked as the defense adds a little emphasis to wrap up this 1st half. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a terrific atmosphere there in Madison. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this 2nd half. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Camp Randall.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Badgers will kick it off to start the 2nd half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Buckeyes. Roll that offense back out there. They got a lot done through the air in the 1st half, and they might need even more production here in the 2nd.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can
Turning it on. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
Offensive players, when they got the ball in the hand, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the rush. Coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. And how about this Buckeye defense? This is not all flash and score around here these days.
And when you've seen Ohio State really be great and make those playoff runs, you always pick out those big defensive linemen that can get their hands on the quarterback and get them on the ground like they did right here.
Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on third and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands, first down.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. On the run, it's Thomas. Breaks into the open. Nice pick up on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, lead the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Operating in the red zone here on second down.
Get set.
Wide receiver going in motion. Back to pass on second down. Rushes on him. Forced out of the pocket. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Wisconsin. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job, you got points, now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Interesting matchup this week in the Mountain West, and it sure is playing out that way. Colorado State is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Air Force. We've got our finger on the pulse of everything in the Mountain West and all around college football. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And the pass is broken up, incomplete, but there is a penalty flag on the field, and they may be throwing it in reverse. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. So after the penalty, a little extra ground to cover on first down. The snap sets up to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Morris. And they're able to get him down.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that end run.
Lost to fire on second down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put...
There he goes! They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the opening one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Line getting set on second down. The give on the option. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. And he just got the on-Wisconsin call and went on into the backfield to pick up the sack.
Yeah, jumping around on quarterbacks in the backfield. Really good job getting upfield, playing aggressive, playing like their hair's...
Going for it all. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Yeah, and he's been throwing it all over the yard, and he's now over 300 yards on the day, so been a successful day. Now, 300 yards... I don't know, Palmer, 300 nowadays, that's like what back in the day for you?
That would have been 500. I would have won the Heisman, maybe. It's a big deal today in college football, no doubt. Listen, he's in a rhythm right now. He's in a groove. We've seen good decision-making. He's been playing on time, and he's been deadly accurate throwing it. And guess what? This game is far from over.
From the red zone, looking for a space. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner goes down. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
They're dealing with a second and long. Fires to the big fella. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
Now on first down from the 28. Completes the shuffle pass. Oh, he's got some space. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Badgers are rolling down the field. Pulls it and fires to the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Looking for space, it's Thomas. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. And the Badgers come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. Spits it out to the back. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Badgers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Give to the running back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Second down, he'll throw it. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. And Jesse, he just keeps piling up numbers, over 350 yards for the game.
And I feel like from the get-go, Reese, this guy's just been in a great rhythm all game long. He just seems like he's dialed in, and man, he's been accurate throwing the rock.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Just like to see the quarterback have a clock going off in his head, forcing him to get rid of that football. Can't take a sack on first down in goal-to-go situation and move your offense backwards.
To the air on 2nd down. Gets it out fast. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. It's complete to the right. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. As we come to the end of the period, Wisconsin has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And now it'll take a touchdown to at least tie them a 6-point lead here in the 4th. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. The returner will field it and try to do some business. And he won't quite make it back to the 20-yard line as he goes out of bounds at the 19. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
I love the play called running the football here in the 4th quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. Just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
Well, they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go.
I don't know that there's a harder position in football to play than cornerback. You know, all the space in the game, the speed of the game, the big...
Turning it on! They get him out of bounds, a couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we could put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Takes the easy throw in the flat. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. They'll need to get this one to the 31 here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Right on the money. And boy, is he close to that 1st down. Maybe just a couple of inches short. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
That's a big drive for this offense in the 4th quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Trying to set up the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Catch in the middle. It's Wolf. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Listen to this place. Oh, man, they love their Badgers. 3rd down coming. Catch in the middle. It's Morris. He's going to have enough to pick up the 1st down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
And the Buckeyes in the hurry-up.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put...
Intercepted, and that is the last thing